What's up, Babu fam? It's me, your main boo, back with another video. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys my tips and tricks on how to get that box eye, cat eye, whatever you wanna call it, look. So throughout these past couple months, I feel like I've developed some really useful tips and tricks, if I do say so myself, on how to achieve this look. So if you guys are interested, if you wanna know how I got this little look right here, then just keep watching. All right, so my first trick, what does my life come to? My first trick is one that is pretty legendary. I would say that this is one of the most iconic hacks that I have learned about in 2020 so far. I think I either saw it on TikTok or I saw another girl doing it. Apparently it's been around for ages. I guess models do this to give their face a little, if you know what I'm saying. So whoever deserves the credit, shout out to you. Let's begin. I posted a video not too long ago about face tape. Now, if you don't know what that is, I will link it right here. So after I did that video, I loved the concept. I loved how I looked, but it was just a little too excessive for me. Like, I'm not gonna put on tape and I can't go in public with it. I felt a little weird even taking pictures with it because I felt like I had to Photoshop the tape out. It was a whole mess. So this alternative basically does the exact same thing, but without the tape. So what you're gonna do is, same concept, you want your hair to be down if you're doing this trick, okay? You're gonna grab two pieces of your hair, one on each side. So you have to kind of guide yourself on where you think the best placement is. You wanna see when you lift your head, you know when you wear your hair in a ponytail and it's super tight and it lifts your face? It needs to be in the exact placement that you want it. So I find like this is the perfect placement for me, and that's kind of what it looks like when I put my hair up. So we want to give that effect with our hair still down. So this for me is kind of what it looks like. It's about an inch to the right of my bang, and I kind of create a little like square moment, if that makes sense. And I do that on both sides. So then I'm left with something like this. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie up the top part, excuse me. All right, we got that secured. Now, we're gonna take those pieces of hair and we're basically going to tie them behind our head. Now, I've been doing this trick for the past month and it is so amazing. It's like you look face-tuned in person, but you do wanna make sure that you have a hefty amount of hair on top so that it isn't a dead giveaway. I like to use a plain black elastic. You can use one of those really tiny elastics too. Those work well and they're gonna show a lot less in the back of your head. But for now, I'm gonna just use this. It just gives you that nice lift. So we're gonna just go ahead and take out the top of our hair and just let it fall down over the ponytail. And there we go. We got the effect of having our hair up while having our hair down. Now here's a little before and after moment for you guys so you can see the drastic difference that just took place. And that's the tea. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just kidding, we have not even started with the makeup. Now obviously this is a game changer on its own. You don't even need makeup. This does enough. Like I would get up right now and I'd start my day. However, I have developed some tips and tricks that will make your eyes look so catty and so elongated. You can get up and go find a new man. Okay, so I'm dying to put on some makeup because I feel real naked right now. I'm gonna just start off with, you guys are gonna kill me, but you know, I just love this palette. It's amazing. I use it for my eyebrows. I use it for my eyes, my face. What more do you need than the Tarte Clay Play palette? So you guys know I'm gonna start with my Anastasia 7B brush. This brush is everything to me. I use it for my eyeliner. I use it for my eyebrows. Sometimes I use it for my lip liner. Don't ask. And obviously it's got a little spoolie on the end, so that always helps. Oh my god, I just realized we have not put on our eyeshadow. Scratch that, we will be there in a moment. For now, we're gonna go in with our 35 Eye Icy palette. I've only used one color in this palette and I feel uneasy about it. Like, we gotta dip in, we gotta try this out. And one of the people that did inspire me with this look is Mary Phillips' look that she did on Kendall Jenner. She did a really cute pastel purple moment, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dip into these purple shades and have some fun. So I'm gonna grab this shade and a little bit of white because I do want it to be a little bit of a lighter purple. So I'm gonna just go ahead and mix those two, tap it off because it does have a lot of fallout, so watch out. And we're just gonna be laying that down. Oh my goodness. Okay, do you see that? I'm gonna just move you guys in a little bit. Do you see this lavender purple that I just created? Am I a scientist? Maybe. So like I said, we're just patting that down on the eye, okay? Just taking it easy, nothing crazy, and I'm going to blend it out a little bit on the crease. All right, so that looks pretty bomb. What I would usually do if I was using brown shades to contour my eyes would kind of focus a little bit of a darker shadow on the ends of my eyes, because that is gonna help make it look even more catty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of this gray toned purplish shade right here, and ever so slightly going to put it on the ends of my eyes, just again to give that definition. And I'm just winging that out all the way to basically where my eyebrow ends. So I know that there's barely any difference, but that's the point. We want it to be very minimalistic. But if you can tell, there is a little bit of difference from this eye to this eye. This one just looks a little bit longer, as you can see. And this one is a little bit shortened because we didn't put that extra eyeshadow at the end. So that is basically my tip number 2. Make sure to put some shadows on the ends of your eye. All right, so that's it for eyeshadow. Let's move on to my day 1. Tarte Clay Play. So this is my tip number 3, using eyeliner to your advantage. Now I'm not going to be using a gel eyeliner today. What I really want to use is a brown eyeshadow, because that is the best way to contour your eyes and make it look very natural and almost like you're contouring your eyes to the shape that you want. So this shade called Stone is everything to me. I use this for my eyebrows, I use this for my eyeliner. It's amazing. So we're gonna start with the inner corners of the eyes. What I'm gonna do is take that 7B brush again and dip into Stone. I'm gonna be holding the brush with the longer tip on the bottom and just using that to stamp on that point. Do you see that? And I'm just gonna keep continuing to do that until it's dark enough to how I want it. So that's pretty good for the corner. And then what I'm gonna do is kind of just bring it along my lower lash line right here. And that's gonna make the inner corner of my eye appear even lower, so that when we do our eyeliner higher, it gives you that even more angled effect. And see how using a brown looks more like your eye, whereas if you're gonna use a black, it would just look very harsh. Now, as for the center of the eye, we're gonna just leave from here all the way to here, all the way to the wing, completely blank, because we don't want the eye to look rounded. If we're gonna put shadow here, it's gonna emphasize the actual shape of your eye, whereas we're really trying to make it look more triangular. So we're leaving that empty, and we're gonna just focus on the tip of the eyeliner. So we are taught to line up with the lower lash line and just take it from there and bring it out. But I've learned recently that instead of going right from your lower lash line, I'm gonna take it up like the tiniest amount, so that I'm kind of faking where the end of my eye ends to make it appear higher. And that's where I'm gonna start my wing. So it's gonna be, so this is the bottom of my eye. I'm gonna bring it up here. And that's where I'm gonna start the bottom of my wing. And then I'm gonna connect the wing and just basically fill it in from there. And with the end of my brush, just really winging that out so the tip is very sharp. So that's good for as far as the shape. And then what I like to do on the end of my eye, because the stone is a little bit lighter than I want, I dip into the shade black the ever so slightest amount, just to add a little bit of dimension. So I'm barely pressing down on the wing, and I'm just filling it in with the black just a little bit. And then the bottom corner of the liner is where I just basically run the black along to give that sharp look at the end. I'm gonna just do the other eye really quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so those are both eyes done, and then my last finishing touch is I'm going to do my best to blend in the liner with the eyeshadow as much as I can so we don't see it as much. So I'm just gonna blend that purple and white again and just lightly brush over it. So with your lashes, you obviously want to choose a cat eye lash, and if you don't know what cat eye means, it basically means short to long. So these lashes, I don't know the name of them off the top of my head, but I believe that I used them in a previous video, so I'm gonna link them down below. But they just give a very nice catty effect. So we're gonna just pop these on. I thought I was going to actually cut these in half so just the end shows, but these ones are catty enough so that there's not that much drama happening in the center, and there's more of just like a lift on the end. So I'm gonna just pop these on, and I'll be right back once again. And that is it for the eyes. You see how when we used a catty lash, it's like the cherry on top. It completes the look. It adds a little bit of drama to the ends. I love it. Let's finish up the rest of the face, add a little bit more blush and some lips. The blush that I'm using currently, but I'm gonna just add a little bit more of, is It Girl and Free from the Morphe 8C palette. So these two. And I'm gonna go ham with the blush because Mary Phillips did it. I'm gonna do it. It just adds so much to the look. When I tell you guys I used to hate blush with a passion, would you believe me? I'm gonna take my favorite lip liner ever. This is the LA Girl and Keep It Spicy. And we're gonna finish it off with some liquid lipstick. This is the Maybelline Superstay in the shade Poet. Now what I'm gonna do is just dab this on because it can be very opaque and I don't really like the feel of liquid lipstick recently. So I'm gonna just take my finger and just dab it into my lips. I'm gonna go add some waves to my hair. I feel like this needs a little bit of body. We need to match this to this, and then we'll close out today's videos. Okay guys, I'm back for the final time. Thank God. This is the final look. I love it. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know down in the comments. How is everyone feeling right now? How is everyone's quarantine experience? I hope you guys are trying to stay busy. I hope you guys are staying safe, washing your hands. I personally have just been trying to stay busy filming content for you guys, so I'm actually having a lot of fun. It's sometimes nice to just take some time for yourself, you know, reflect on your life, build new goals. There's so much stuff that you can be doing to occupy your time. So I hope you guys are all using your time wisely. But as far as this makeup look, this is what I do when I want my eyes to look snatched. If you guys like this look and want to recreate it, don't forget to DM me some pictures, you guys. I love reposting you guys on my Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to follow me. My Instagram, I said that 5 times, is @Sagonia. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.